What Treasure P say? It ain't what you know, it's what I told you.
Period. Like right before she got snatched. Anyway,
welcome back to another episode of Key and Carry, where we key
and we carry.
Hey y'all, it's your girl back at it again, and guess what I'm doing today? I am complaining. Yeah.
With another review for the Come Up Atlanta Season 3 Trez, the Reunion Part 2. Before we get into the minutia, the juiciness of this reunion, let's start with the highlighted comment. The comment is from the girl Miss Detroit. Shout out to the girl Miss Detroit. I would love to smoke a blunt with Miss Detroit because I know she got some tea. The comment, great review per usual. This is one of the best produced reunions. I agree. I like the pre-show stuff, and I can actually hear everyone. Ready for part 2. Yes, thank you, Miss Detroit, for your comment. I agree with you. Especially after this part of the reunion, I agree that this is the best produced Come Up reunion. I can't believe we got a part 2. Shout out to the cast for being on their P's and Q's. Yes, but thank you for your comment. And as always, if you want your comment read on the next episode, be sure to comment down below with your opinions on the review. Co-host Damon, your thoughts on the Come Up Season 3 reunion part 2?
It was much of the same as like the first part, where they kind of talked about some serious stuff like the Black Love event, and then they also kind of talked about shit that I don't really care about. No shade like anymore.
Y'all still worried about the from 5 months ago because they
like, I don't know, them arguing over who Leon fucked, I don't care. Them talking about not having Anthony's back, I don't care. Like, I don't know, not to be negative,
but it's okay, it's too late, so it.
I don't know. I just, while they were arguing, I just found myself like kind of daydreaming.
I feel like Haran made an excellent host. He asked some really interesting questions.
No ma'am. No ma'am.
Some messy questions, also mixed with some questions that we got to see more of like the cast members. So I really love that. For me, Karan did a better job. I'm not gonna say a better job. Karan just stood out to me more than the cast this reunion. He had like a control over the audience. Like, it didn't get too crazy. Like,
he kind of brought the personality. I feel like he had more personality than they did.
The reunion resumes with Judith, Claire, and Dion.
Don't do that. You're so nasty.
Girl, you ain't do shit. Don't try to get cute with her. So nasty. Girl, you weird ass bitch.
Nasty?
She's not talking about how you bust that ass open and how shitty it is, bitch. That's what the fuck is talking about, bitch.
Yeah. Come on. No.
I'm good.
Okay, well, sit down.
But I'm glad she did, because as soon as she cleared Dion shut the fuck up, literally, for the entire reunion. He didn't have anything else.
Was he really saying anything before that?
I did put in my notes that Anthony made a comment to Dion like,
"Bitch, you're an actress, bitch. Go on Netflix, on a reality show, ho."
Ooh, I'm pretty sure Netflix is paying just a little bit more than YouTube. Respectfully, no shade, but you know, go off, Anthony.
Respectfully.
Okay. I said that we finally, I guess finally got to like the root of Milan's and Judith's issue with Milan. She felt like Milan didn't really I guess he didn't have her back. Like, he knew that somebody was coming to Pyro's Black Love event that she, I guess, had an issue with. And you know, like Judith said, instead of you just being like, "Hey, homeboy, come in," like,
right,
give her time to decide like what she wants to do.
Maybe Darian, and like, I could be wrong, maybe he was just being messy. I could believe it. But maybe he wanted them to kind of talk, and maybe he felt like if he had told Judy like up front that he was coming, she would have left, rightfully so, right? But I think maybe he wanted them to talk it out, and maybe he said he didn't know that old boy's entourage was coming. Who really knows whether that's the truth or not? But you know, I mean, it's unfortunate the way it played out, but I fully understand where Judy is coming from. Like, you know, especially if old boy tried to hit her with a bottle, like, the fuck? Like,
right.
Yeah, like, definitely should have let her know.
Just be like, he coming, you know,
right?
You can get out of here, but
like, please comment down below if you know what I'm talking about. You probably don't, but
deep cut, and I'm here
Like,
for it, bitch. Karan talked to Judith and Quay about being molested as kids.
It's okay not to blame yourself. And I had to tell myself that, you know, and still today, I still tell myself that, you know, because it wasn't my fault.
And this kind of goes back to what I said. I love when these platforms, especially the Chasing franchise and Gemini Films, with the following that they have, where like these characters or these personalities, I'm sorry, let me say these personalities can be vulnerable and transparent, because there could always be like somebody watching this show that could relate, and then they could see like this person on TV being like this open, like, oh God, like I could do this. Like, you know, I just think it's always cool to just, because you never, like Karan said, you never know who's watching, or you never know, like somebody could have a similar story as you. So I just thought that the scene was cool. I'm always here for people on these platforms being vulnerable. Even Milan about the story with his ex, because that's relatable. I put in my notes that we've seen it on like television shows like Girlfriends and like Why Did I Get Married with Angela and Arcus. But
oh, I forgot Tony did get that STD from that doctor. That doctor of all
from
people.
a doctor.
Well, doctors be out here too, I guess.
I ain't saying come on these shows and spill all your tea, but you have to be relatable or likable in some aspects.
You know, it can be hard sometimes to like open up and like talk about some of the things that, you know, are sensitive to you, because like we're in an environment where people will take those things and kind of like, I mean, I don't think anybody would like be like, I don't think anybody would come for like throw her being molested in her face, but you just never know. So I feel like, you know, I understood where she was coming from, where it's like you want to be vulnerable, you want to talk about your experiences, but you don't want people to take that and spray you with it.
Right.
But
right.
Then again, you just gotta remember that's some shit I told you. That's not some shit you found out on your own.
Right.
How you gonna spray me with some shit I told you?
Right.
Like,
what Treasure P say? It ain't what you know, it's what I told you.
Period. Like right before she got snatched. Anyway,
the only thing that really stuck out to me is when Pyro said the margarita mix, he was gonna soak all of them, and it made me think of Megan BGC9 reunion.
All my beef is with the bitches on this couch.
On this couch?
Yeah, so Tanisha, I'm gonna need you. I mean, if you don't want to get wet.
Yes, because this is Calvin Klein and I don't play that.
I don't know. I don't believe him. I don't believe him at all. I feel like I feel like, and then it even goes into the whole like bullying, like, oh, I tried to pick on everybody. I'm like, no, you didn't. You picked on Anthony because you thought he could be picked on. You didn't pick on Messiah. I don't think he's afraid of Messiah or Judy. I just feel like he went at Anthony for whatever reason, because he's the oddball out. He's the, I don't want to say it's because he's not black, but you know, he's the oddball out. He's the new kid, you know, all of that. I feel like all of that mixed together was the reason why he came for him, but he did not come for him. He did not come for Anthony the way that he came for Judy and Messiah.
I think it's crazy that when Messiah calls people like crazy or extra, like when Quay was explaining, like
in them
you
gloves.
mentioned hooking up.
I just wanted him to start voting. In them damn velvet gloves. I said, okay.
His gloves should have been fingerless. At least one of his hands should have been fingerless.
He should have had the acrylics at the end. That's what he should have did.
He dropped the bomb at him having, I guess, relations with Leon, and then when people bring it up, he like, "Oh, girl, y'all crazy. Like, I don't be in these type of environments." I was like,
yeah, you know? I was like, "Not Messiah." Now you know damn well. Talking about I don't. And Judy said that too, but I'm like, something about y'all energy. Y'all don't give me. I don't be in these situations. Because, you know, don't get me wrong, I don't dislike, I actually kind of still like Judy. Messiah's cool too, but just the way that y'all move through this season, y'all put yourselves in certain situations. Y'all may not put yourselves in these situations off camera, like in y'all everyday life, but in the context of this show, y'all put yourself in some situations. Because Messiah, you wouldn't have said that you got your ass eaten by that man if you put yourself in these messy situations.
Exactly.
Like,
Darion said you dropped it as a gag. And then when like people are repeating it or like want to ask you about it or like really confront you about it, it's like, oh, y'all extra, y'all doing the most. It's like, no, you dropped it for our effect or a reaction, and are you getting a reaction? The girls are crazy.
Got what you asked for.
Side note, I'm sorry, I'm moving forward. There was a teaser for the Come Up Miami, and I said, what is this, honey? I saw somebody dropping something in some champagne, and I said,
saw
"Is
that
somebody
too.
getting roofied?"
I saw that too. I was like, oh,
It said everybody's getting exposed. It should have said everybody's getting roofied. Cause I said, "What the fuck is this Quran?"
Yeah,
And then it's like somebody was getting it. It was kind of giving me a Jeffrey Dahmer tea, because you know he like to. I read that he would like drug his victims and do what he do. But I said
my
it's
mind
always
went straight to
consensual,
cannibalism, not the.
Oh, I'm
drug.
sorry.
That's what I was saying.
I'm sorry. Yeah, he would like. Yeah, he was in his book I read. He like would drug some of his victims and then do whatever he did to him. But yeah, I said it's always consensual, baby. Never druggy boo.
Mm-hmm.
And then we got a trailer for Lando King's show. I believe it's called Broken. But Lando was in that damn bedroom going through it.
I thought that was.
You know what it made me think of?
What?
It made me think of when the girl Diane Simmons from Family Guy did that short film in college. She was under that table going.
Under that table in her underwear. I was screaming. That strange ass student film. I said, what is this?
Right?
So
She had a clown flip and a pancake and everything.
Yeah.
But I put that I saw that Pyro and Rara of The Shit We Do for Love season 1 and season 2 produced by Kevon Burns online. Go check out that show and check out our reviews for the show.
Yep.
Yeah, some of our funniest and most watched reviews, by the way. Shout out to everybody who watched those reviews. But shout out to Rara and Pyro for being a part of Lando King's new show. Congrats to you guys. The answer I've been waiting to hear is finally revealed. Karan asked Messiah, why didn't you tell Pyro about your hookup with Leon? And Judith, being extra, are you gonna ask Milan the same question? Here's my issue. Y'all are really trying to make some type of correlation between Milan and Leon hooking up 6 years ago to Messiah and Leon hooking up 2 months ago. Like it was recent. It doesn't. And like you said on the last fucking review, why in the hell, like, Mulan isn't in a relationship with Pyro. Like, Pyro doesn't have to tell, like, I'm sorry, Mulan doesn't have to tell Pyro anything. So I'm just confused, like,
the fact that they can't comprehend that is so funny to me.
Yeah.
Like, and that's the funny part about it. Like, it's the fact that, like, they really keep saying, and that's what I was saying earlier. It's like they keep saying the same thing, hoping that people will like be like, oh no, we get it. That was a long ass time ago. Nobody cares about that. They weren't together. So they keep trying to make fetch happen, and it's just not happening. I don't feel like Messiah is afraid of Pyro. I just feel like maybe he doesn't want those issues, which I know sounds the same, but to me it's kind of different. But yeah, I just feel like he kind of regrets saying it like out loud, like I fucked your man. And like I think he tried to save himself by throwing Milan under the bus too. Like, oh well, Milan did it too. Milan said it too. Like, and it's like, this ain't about Milan, this is about you.
Right.
Right. I'm just saying, like, it's not about him, it's about you. You said that shit. And the way you said it made it seem like he ate your ass yesterday.
Right.
Like, and your nigga still eat my ass. So that's different from what Milan did. Like, yeah.
Right.
That honestly, that is the sole reason why I don't really see it from Messiah like that. Outside of the fact that, like, I don't know, like he just didn't really show much outside of this storyline. Like when he came for Darian, like, oh, sis, where's your music? And he was like, bitch, where's your music at? Like I had to perform my shit. We saw you in the studio once and that was it. So I'm not trying to be shady, but I'm just being honest. Like we didn't really see you do shit.
Right.
So I don't know if the first season you got to come on. Well, no, because Anthony, he was showing a bunch of shit when he first came on. So
stay booked.
Maybe you should worry less about getting your ass eaten and more about studio time, writing. Just saying.
Honestly, I would have loved to see Messiah go to like a ball. He went to the ball with Anthony and Judy earlier in the season. I would have liked to see more of him voguing because he was really talented, but he just I guess he's got warped or sucked into just drama. But you guys let us know down in the comments what you thought of the reunion. I thought it was, I should say, I thought Karan did an excellent job. But yeah, let us know down below what you thought of the reunion. Are you tired of hearing about the, I guess, the Leon, Pyro, and Messiah love saga, love triangle? This has been Key and Carrie, where we key
and we carry.
I'm Troy.
I'm Damon.
Thank you so much for being here with us. If you stayed for the whole review, if you haven't, make sure you like, comment, subscribe. I'm sorry I should have said this earlier or at the beginning intro of the review. My bad. But yes, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, share. But yes, as always, we will see you guys in the next one.
Peace.